I just made the biggest mistake I could have possibly made. I thought I was streaming for 30 minutes. I forgot to click the go live button on the stupid YouTube streamer. Although, given what's happened in the last 30 minutes, that may have been for the best. Although, with the software I got, I am recording, so I'll try and upload the full thing. I'll kill the instant upload of the live stream and re-upload this fully. But for the last 30 minutes I thought I was streaming and I wasn't. So in case you missed it, my plan was to siphon this, my orange and blueberry wheat beer, into a keg right here. You can see it off screen. At the same time, first off though, this stuff that you see here was a Pineapple Short Mead. Basically it's a honey wine at about 7-8% alcohol. That's reinforced with the flavor with a pound of wildflower honey and flavor with these pineapple bits here. So that's in short what I was doing. Well, I was trying to siphon, as you can see, this pineapple mead into this, a 2-gallon dispenser which I bought on Amazon earlier this week and it just arrived today. Well, here's where things get really fun, really exciting, really not fun, exciting, but frustrating. The bits of pineapple here got stuck into the little racking tube bit right around there, which made siphoning and stuff kind of wonky and funky. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, everybody's left now, so oh goodness me. Terrible, terrible, terrible live stream. Oh god. Maybe some people will come in later, but anyway. But you know what? I'm recording anyway, so I'll put it up anyway, just in case you really, really, really want to see it. But anyway, that's done here. Let me clear some room here on the... And yep, Bob the Raptor and Joe are back. Yes, I finally went live because in Bryno being the infinite wisdom genius he is, I was streaming, or at least I thought I was streaming for 30 minutes. Then I look at the screen while I'm busy sanitizing stuff and trying to siphon this Pineapple Short Mead into the container down there. I forgot to click the go live button on the YouTube streaming front end. I wish there was a desk here that I could slam my head against for every minute I thought I was live. I poured myself one of these here at the beginning, so I think I need a few chugs of this just to... That is one of the most boneheaded things that I've ever done on a live stream. And Bob Joe, you've seen me. I've done some pretty stupid stuff on live stream, so... But this takes the cake. I need to chug some of this. I don't know how I'm going to live that down. But what happens to the best ones? But all may not be lost because the software that I'm using to stream this stuff called OBS, Open Broadcasting Software System, whatever it is, I think it was recording the what I thought was the live stream. So what I think I'm going to do, if it did, I'm going to, as soon as I'm done live streaming, I'm going to delete the archive and then re-upload it. And that'll sort of be the, whatever it is, the live stream bit thing. So you will get to see the whole thing. You'll just have to wait until probably tomorrow or maybe Sunday to see it. So hopefully all hope is not lost. So anyway, Bob Joe, you set the live stream for the wrong day. Oh man, I love that. Some animals were waiting on it. Oh my god. Good to know I'm not alone. But anyway, since this is a 3-gallon batch of the Pineapple Short Mead that I started making 3 weeks ago, which, by the way, if you're watching this not watching this live, while you're watching live, I made this sort of behind the scenes, if you will, not as part of any video, but just as a drink I wanted to make just for fun. So anyway, there's an empty water jug which was cleaned and sanitized. Actually, not sanitized, but cleaned because I'm lazy. So anyway, now let's see if I can have some fun. Wait a minute, what did I say I was going to do instead? You know what? I'm going to try something different. And I'm going to put this in the sink for now and let it... There's a tub of water with OxyClean in this sink here, so I'm just going to let it sit there and clean for the main event, that is the orange and blueberry wheat. But to get this and this, I'm going to get something different. Let me see, where is it? Where is it? Is it too small? You know, screw it. This is not food grade, but I don't care. It's auto grade, but I don't use it for auto stuff. I use it just for food anyway, so. Big funnel. On top of which will go a strainer to make sure the pineapple bits don't go anywhere. Because if you missed it, when I was trying to siphon this into my dispenser, these pineapple bits got caught in the siphon and slowed down racking to not quite a crawl, but pretty darn close. But now the question is, how am I going to hold this? This is a rickety old setup here. And it's unstable. So you know what? I think this might be too big. Let's see. Do I have anything slightly smaller? Yes, I do. But my keg is in the way. Not for long. Oh, I love it when things go right on the live stream. There we go. Slightly smaller funnel, slightly smaller strainer. Let's see. Let me see. How am I going to do this? Let's see here. You know what? Let me see. Alright, here we go. One-handed setup, rinky-dink setup. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, I've got an idea. Let's see, where's the bowl? There's the bowl. Use pineapple chunks into the bowl. Get them out of the way because they will clog things up. So now, more straining. Almost done. So you'll only be about maybe 2.5, maybe 2 3/4 of a. Whew. That was almost another disaster. Oh, I don't know if I need it anymore. Let's get this in here. This one smells a lot more pineapple-y, but then again, I'm actually dealing with the pineapple bits here. So that goes in there. Do it these later. Throw that out. So there's about maybe 3/4 of a gallon of Pineapple Short Mead. Do we have more folks in here? No, we do not. That single-handed pour worked out incredibly well. Fruity beer premium by Bryno. Haha, I got Bob wasting that ghost paper ale. Oh boy. Oh, by the way, Bob, how's your head after that spill you took Tuesday? Don't ask me how I know that. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. See if there's actually, is there any room in the fridge? Got so much junk in here. Well, this stuff won't spoil at room temperature, so I'll just leave it. But you know what? I never got a chance to taste this, so this is from my first round with getting it into the container. I don't even know how this tastes. So it's got a little bit of honey sweetness as well as some that pineapple flavor. So, sweating bullets already, working my you-know-what off. But let's see if it's worth it. I guess my ultimate goal was hoping for something that tasted similar to that, what was it, that Ace Pineapple Cider. This still tastes more authentically like pineapples. But I like it though. I could get used to this stuff. This stuff is real. You can get wasted off this stuff if you're not careful with it real quick. A good sweetness, but it's not overly sweet, and the pineapple flavor just, you know it's there. It's not overpowering, but it's not super subtle either. It's fantastic. Just like the NBA in the 1980s, it's fantastic. Comments. Haha, I thought I was hungover from just a little buzz. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry I missed out. I missed out on the last two live streams. I feel like I missed some great stuff there. Just Tuesday I was working a sports game, and Thursday I was just dead tired after my normal work day. So, oh well. But anyway, here we go. I think, all things considered, the pineapple drink turned out actually pretty good. Tastes all right, and dispensing is, let's see, pretty good as well. And let's further the party along with some more Bud Ice. And yes, it is Bud Ice. I swear, and I have two more of these just like him in the fridge. So, I'm glad the stovetop here is not being used or shown on camera, so. Let's do a little bit more cleanup here. But this is all what you really wanted to see anyway, the blueberry and orange wheat beer. It's what I want to taste too. Clean out that. And whilst the not the thermometer, but the my brand new, I should point out, my brand new glass test tube is drying out. This is new because my plastic one was old and cracked up and I didn't like it anymore. Also because it came with a new hydrometer, which I broke when I was clumsy and stupid. Off camera, thank goodness. But while those are drying, let us clean and sanitize this keg here in real time. Now this probably still has some residue from the last beer, which is the, I called it a blonde ale, but I've since, that's actually the other beer I sent to you, Bob and Joe, but I've since sort of retconned, if you will, that beer. It's no longer a blonde ale, it's a pale ale. Just slightly hoppy, a little bit dark, but in any case, that beer was good, but there's some residue from that left over. And we don't want that in this. First things first, a little rinse. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. Where's the cap for this? Here it is. How do I get this on here? I forget. I own it. I should know by now. Anyway, here it is. A little shake, a shake, a shake, a shake. I think this tube is in good enough shape, or is it? I'll call that sort of clean. Use a little centrifugal force to sort of dry it out. Centrifugal force, since there is no such thing as centrifugal force. Let it hang on the freezer hanger. And now, don't need that anymore. No, yeah, that's what I want. I did right. Anyway. So, if I can get this open, this whole screwing up thing's got me flustered a little bit. But anyway, dump out the pre-rinse. Old beer slurry is out. So now, OxyClean into the keg for the cleansing of the inside of the tank. Let's get a bunch in there. Anybody joined in since I screwed up? Oh, butt eyes, you say butt eyes. You still have some, the pale ale, that's nice. But enjoy it. That's become sort of my, I don't want to say it's becoming my signature beer, since it's just not super heavy, it's not super light either, just sort of right in the middle, just a good, simple drinking beer. But anywho, so that's a question for Joe and not for Bob, I guess. So now, hot water into here, and I'm going to put quite a bit of hot water in here, because I'm not just going to clean the tank here, the little spigot here that you may not be able to see. I want to clean that tube as well, clean that line as well, so. And I've got my CO2 tank right there too, so that will make it possible. And ow, 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 that was getting hot, so I think that's good enough. One thing I wanted to ask, since Bob and Joe here, or anybody else is watching, did any of y'all see the Animaniacs, the new Animaniacs trailer for Hulu? I've said it before. Actually, no, I haven't, but I'll say it now. That was one of my absolute favorite shows. Not really, kind of growing up. I was sort of in my tweens when that show came out. Maybe not really 10. Was it? I think I was 11. I think it was 12 or so when that show came out. Or 11 or 12. Maybe it was. I can't remember when it was, but I remember that show being an absolute blast. Funny, crazy, stupid, but also clever. And there's plenty of inside jokes for adults as well, which is what all good cartoons have to have. But the Jurassic Park trailer that they had for that cartoon was fantastic. The new reboot was fantastic, and the trailer was fantastic as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So now, I don't know if you've seen it, but let's just see. OxyClean, yep. The ghost pepper would be awesome without the pepper. Well, I think I showed in my video, I think a little heat there would have been good. I think that 1 pepper for 1 gallon was too much. Now if I had made a 3-gallon batch of that stuff with 1 pepper, maybe overall the heat would have been cut a little bit, which may have suited it a whole lot better. But anyway, let's get some pressure into this tank. That should do enough, and now let's clean the line out. Here we go. $8:55. I still got maybe about half an hour to go, but I got a little chilled, chilled frozen glass where I'm going to sample this beer once it's done, because I've always had better tastings of this beer when it's ice cold rather than when it's at room temperature right now. So let me get some more air into this, or CO2. The stream's kind of weakening a little bit. A little more just to finish this up. Wait, no. That didn't sound good. Oh no. I better not have heard what I thought I heard. That would be the second, third worst thing that could have ever happened on this stream. Did it. Oh, phew. I thought I ran out of gas. As if things could have gotten any worse. Maybe just something was happening, I don't know. Especially because I gotta clean out, not just clean out, but rinse it out as well. Get the residue from the OxyClean out. Because that stuff will taste nasty in a beer. Speaking of, we'll see here. Now if I run out of gas in that tank, I think I'll be in good shape, because, at least for today, because I've got a little device where I can hand pump stuff in, clean stuff. But for proper carbonation and serving, I would rather have real CO2. But there's a place nearby that sells CO2. I can go tomorrow and exchange my tank out. But that's then. Now, Budweiser Ice. Where is this here? Or maybe we just ran out of pressure. I set the regulator to something kind of low, so maybe that's what it was. Oh, wait. I need to do this. Go. This live stream is brought to you by Murphy's Law. Oh my goodness, this clip of the live stream taken out of context would be hilarious. Or disturbing, or both, or neither. Just to cover all my bases. Weak. Guessing up more. I'm sure you guys are just so entertained by just basically me washing dishes. That's basically what this part of the homebrew process is extreme dishwashing. Do one more rinse, and I'm not going to do it with the gas because I'm a little nervous about that. Here we go. Rinsing, 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 rinsing. And now, finally we get to the good part. Well, not the good part, but the moment of truth. The also long and boring part, that is removing the airlock, if I can. Nope, I want to remove the airlock and the rubber bong as well. Or the rubber bung, bong, whatever. With the bung board. And that's all that. That's all I have to say about that. There's no pineapple bits in there. Good. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work with the blueberry junk that's at the bottom, given my experience with this. But since I pureed this, I think I'll be fine. Let's see how many of this stuff I got here. Loved Animaniacs, so did I. This is Bob. Loved that ghost pepper beer, but that's why I got wasted. Not a surprise there. And last comment from Bob and Joe. After a slow start going reasonably well, Thursday streams, Joe and I were struggling, just not feeling it. Yeah, well, I was kind of not feeling it on Thursday as well, which is why I didn't really join. I just took a nap and just decided not to. Didn't feel like waking up, but some days it just doesn't work. But I've always enjoyed the heck out of your live streams every time I come in on it. It's always good stuff. You got a good community going, and I appreciate you for taking your time to watch my not lonely, but boring, stupid, my whatever this is. Anyway, I've spoken on enough, so let's get to where's my tube? Oh, it's right here. Let's get to racking. Get this on here. Get some filtered water into the tube to get the siphoning going. Just make sure the water's cold first. There we go. So anyway, here we go. Into the keg in 3, 2, 1. Now I expect some puree slurry to get in, but not a lot since I can see some clear stuff on the tube. Speaking of the tube, let's go to the other one here. Because before I realized I wasn't streaming, I tried to get a gravity reading of this stuff, then realized I didn't need to because I had back sweetened it with a pound of honey, which would have thrown off my reading completely, which would have been stupid. And it was. But anyway, let's not do something stupid now. Let's do something smart and get some beer in the tube. Not too much, since it's a narrow tube. That'll do. And let's see if I can fit a hydrometer in. Behold my brand new non-broken hydrometer. Oh, a little too much. Rinse it out slightly. Get my other glass here. Rinse that out. Because I don't want to waste any product. That should do, I think. Maybe that's why they set this thing on here to slip it. There we go. This should give us a good reading, and let me get my notebook out. My homebrew notebook, which you can clearly see because it's labeled so. The bit that says orange and blueberry wheat, and now you can see all my notes. I've been doing this for most major brews that I've made in the last year or so. But it definitely beats having post-it notes all over the place to just keep track of stuff. Plus, I can redo my recipes if I want to, and not just go by memory. But anyway, this beer, which I determined didn't have any real difference in specific gravity after I added the blueberries. If anything, I think it's about the same. I'd call it exactly the same, 1.008. If I can find a pencil amongst this mess. This looks like a pencil, a pen and pencil, so. And what is today? Hey Google, what day is today?
It is Friday, October 23rd, 2020.
October 23rd. Me showing off my Google Home Mini, which is the old model. Let me see here. Double check, make sure it is 1.008 and not something else. Yeah, I'll call it that. Now, the thermometer, did I keep one somewhere? I am so organized in this place, can't you tell? Get my secret recipe notebook there. I also have a secret recipe notebook for normal food stuff, but I don't really populate it nearly as much. And yes, that is my real first name. Sheeker, my real first name. Let's see where a good one is. Something that I've done before. Aha! My ground beef jerky recipe. Get a screen grab of this real quick. Bye-bye. Sweating all over the place, just I haven't even moved, I'm sweating. Let's see, what have we got here on the thermometer? 70.1 degrees Fahrenheit. And since there's almost no change, I'm just going to say that there's no change, so the gravity of the beer is still 5.9% alcohol. And we're still cycling. Oh, and the temperature dropped. Nope, it didn't. Hovering between 69.9 and 70.1. Moot at this point. But you know, while I'm thinking about it, let me get my freezy mug. But first, take a sip of this. That's better. Freezy mug. Right here, let's pour our first runoff. Second bigger runoff. And let's top it off a little more with what's coming from the siphon. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, and good enough. I'm gonna let that sit for maybe a minute or so. Actually, I'll wait until the whole thing is done, so this whole bit of siphon, which is almost now, so perfect time that I should be paying attention. Sweating like crazy here. I'm working hard for you guys. You better enjoy this. So anyway, 5.9 ABV is where your Joe's Milwaukee Best Ice is at. Yep. And this is going to taste like some fruits. Hopefully not too. It's not going to be too much. And again, I didn't taste much blueberries the first time around, but it's had a week and a half to age and mature, so we'll see. And I got a tiny bit of orange flavor before adding the blueberries. They kind of cancel each other out, but we'll see what happens at the very end. But I might not get an accurate response until tomorrow after it's been in the fridge for overnight, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. All right, almost. Don't want to waste any beer, but I don't want to get any junk. Oh, no, change my mind. I saw some sediment, not just yeasty sediment, but some fruit slurry getting in there, which is what I don't want, so killing the siphoning early. I don't like doing that, but I don't want fruit bits in my beer. At least not in this beer. Some people like it that way, I don't. Fruit flavor is fine. Actual fruit bits, no thank you. Fruit flavor from genuine fruit is okay, but actual fruit bits, forget about it. So now, let's seal up the keg. Reattach my CO2 tank. And let's see, I'm going to adjust the amount of pressure I put in here. Right now it's at a very, very weak pressure just for serving. I'm going to up it to maybe 20 psi. You know what? I'm going to do it off camera when the stream's done. This screw is way too rusty for me to do it, but I'm going to up the pressure just so I can carbonate the beer. Ideally, I would do that for a few days, and then it'll be perfect. But let's see how it is right now, flat. This is it. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do a quick pour here, see what's going on. Lost a little bit of it, but that's okay. So you can see on camera what the color of this final beer looks like. It doesn't look really blue or orange, kind of purplish. It's not too bad though. Interesting color for a blueberry beer. Back into my Dayton Flyers Freezy mug. And now, first things first, I'm going to finish the Bud Ice to cleanse the palate. And now, the moment of truth. Did my orange blueberry wheat turn out good? Let's find out. 5.9%, this is a cheers. Maybe I'm still working, or maybe it's not cold enough, but I'm getting a little more of a citrusy or some kind of fruity kind of feeling in the back and at the tip of my tongue. I'm not getting a distinct orange flavor or a blueberry flavor, or maybe actually, you know what? I'll tell a lie. I am getting a very small hint of a blueberry flavor. Yep, I got it with that gulp. It's kind of subtle. It's somewhat subtle, but you can definitely tell that it's blueberry and that it's definitely there. I think this... I would not call it an orange and blueberry wheat, because I'm not getting any orange flavor at all. I think the blueberry has overpowered the orange. But maybe if I took out the orange, just made this a regular blueberry wheat, maybe put in a little bit more blueberry to make it a stronger flavor, I think I'm onto something with this. I think this is a winner. This is a definite winner, I think. The more I drink this, the more I like it. At 5.9%, it's just right. And again, the blueberry flavor is there, but it's not obnoxiously sweet either. So maybe just 1 pound of the blueberries is just enough. Although now I'm also wondering, the sweet orange peel gave it a little bit of teensy hit of sweetness before I added the blueberries, so maybe that's contributing sort of behind the scenes. I'd be interested to try to remake this beer without the orange peel to see if it tastes similar or different. I think this is a winner. This is a definite winner. So, that's going to go into my keg. It's going to pressurize, get a little bit of carbonation, and it's going to be very, very glorious. Let's see what y'all think about this. Blueberry more than orange flavor. That's indeed what happens. Joe wants fruit pieces that have some ABV in it. What? Fruit that will have some actual ABV in it? Well, here are some pineapple bits that have been soaking in 8% alcohol mead. I don't know if I don't. And well, actually, you know what? Heck with it. As long as I'm here. Mead soaked pineapples. Have another. Whoa. I actually got a little bit of meat in that last bite. Try another one. For most of this, I'm getting like the normal pineapple stuff, but I get the mead finish at the end, which is, this is, maybe I'm onto something with this stuff here too. But I'm just going to toss this out since I got no more use for it, so. But it's food for thought. Or food for drinking. If that didn't make sense, it didn't, but it does in a way. But anyway. Let me move that out of the way. And for a live stream, chug the rest of my blueberry wheat beer. A tradition worth continuing. And it will be continued next week. What am I going to make? I have absolutely no idea. It's probably going to be pizza since I got some dough in the freezer that I need to use. But what should I put on the pizza? Leave your comments down below. So until then, that'll be it for a mildly successful, mildly horrible failure of a live stream here on Bryno's World. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see here, or even if you didn't like what you see here, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell icon to be the first to receive future updates. Once again, thanks for watching. Have yourself a good one. One last check for comments. Awesome fun time. Those pineapple, pray some junk food I can get behind. Oh, Joe, you, me both. Now, there's only a way I could, Mexican pizza pray. Oh, wait. Don't want to kill you yet, but you know what? It's a Mexican pizza pray. How would I do that? I'm thinking cheddar, Monterey Jack cheese, taco sauce for the sauce, and let's just make some regular taco meat, beef style for the toppings, whatever. That could be it. I like the idea, Joe and Bob. But until then, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Goodbye in 3, 2, 1.